Can you hear me more now, BJ? Hi, BJ. Tell me if you can hear me, BJ. If anybody else is listening, tell me if you can hear me. Awesome. I will hold the phone closer to my face. Sorry, guys. Thank you. Had comments that they couldn't hear us. So, guys, what you're seeing now while we're waiting is we have some grid lights going on. Thank you, BJ. We also have what we call a boo bear set up that when we start our investigation, supposedly if anything interacts with it, it will go off. And hold on one second, I'm going to get our teammate Marla to explain. Marla, could you come grace us with your presence? I'm going to get our teammate Marla Sabins to explain the equipment she's using tonight, and give me just 1 minute. And if I do have to interrupt her, it's because we'll be starting at Command Central. So here she is, kind of talking to it. Won't show you, but
we are using what is called a boo bear because it is known that there are some children that come up here and like to play. The boo bear is currently going off right now, and it will say things to you like, "Ooh, it's cold in here," when the temperature drops.
You can hear it now.
Or, "Would you hold my hand too?" It says all kinds of things with the little sensors. We also have a REM pod set up, and it's gone off a couple of times tonight already. And we're going to try and experiment with pendulum tonight and hope that works. We also have a grid set up to catch shadow people. So hopefully we'll get some things for you.
What is that?
Have a good hunt.
Oh, it's the echo. Thanks for staying with us, and thank you, Marla, for giving us that information. Some of us will also be using either our phones or recorders to record sounds that either you can hear with your ear or that you cannot hear with your ear. If you guys have any questions, please make sure you put them in the comments. We will try to address them as we go. Again, this first session that will be starting at 10, it is going to be an EVP session. That stands for Electronic Voice Phenomena. That again is where we're trying to catch voices, sounds, responses, knocks, anything like that that we can record on our recorders. Is anybody running a camera tonight besides the live feed? There will be someone taking pictures and a live camera. And just a rule of thumb, and our internet is cutting in and out. I do apologize for that. Rule of thumb, if you are on a ghost hunt, just to give you a little information, when you're taking pictures, make sure you take 3 in a row. That's what we told everybody here tonight. Take 3 in a row. That way, if you catch something, it may show up in one, it may not show up in the other, or it may show movement, that it moved from one place to another. So just a good thing to remember. Another good thing to remember, everybody's phone except for maybe mine and anybody else who may be live, we have put that on airplane mode because if not, the signal, if we got a text or something, could cause some of the equipment to go off. Right now, the REM pod, which measures if any energy comes near it, correct? It was going off. BJ, 3. 3 people. 1, 2, 3. 5 of us. 3 people. And we are in the middle of town, so you may hear, I don't know how well this will pick up, but you may hear trucks and cars pass outside. Looks like we have about 5 or 6 minutes till we get started, guys. I appreciate you holding on with us. BJ? Yes, small groups are better. Our team leader, BJ, is on with us.
You checking up on us.
Christy said, thanks for checking up on us. That's not exactly the way she said it, but you know me and you know her. And as Marla did, if you do take a picture with a flash, if you use your phone or a camera, please make sure you call flash so we don't, when we're sitting in the light, of course, in the dark, we're going to blind each other, so. BJ's laughing, Christy. She said, hey, y'all. Again, I do apologize if our internet goes in and out. In Cynthiana, they redid some things, and their internet has been spotty all over town. So, again, I apologize ahead of time. 4 people. Hey, Kathy. How you doing? And again, right now, for those who are watching and may not know, behind us, the green and red that you see is a grid light, and usually we have it not motioning, it's usually motionless and covering a spot. And what that does, it detects, as Marla was saying earlier, it will detect shadow figures. If something passes in front of it, it will block out sections of the light. So as we are filming tonight, if you see that, please put that in the comments. We would be glad to follow up with that and to note what you are seeing. We have this one over here on this wall that you can see kind of turning. We also have one on the opposite wall that's sitting still. I don't know if you can see it. There it is right there. It's actually all red, but Marla's walking in front of it. That's not anything. That's one of our teammates right now. But it will block it out like she's doing. Great to hear that, Kathy. And we have the REM pod going off still, which means there could be something interacting with it. And the Boo Bear also just spoke. And what did it say? What you hear in the background, everybody, is our command central. They're getting a lot of messages. We're waiting on them to get started. There'll be I think it's called a gunshot start here in about 3 minutes. That, I don't know if we'll actually be able to hear the gunshot, but there'll be a gunshot start. There'll be an invocation, and then we'll all start our hunts. Hopefully you'll get to hear from a few of us tonight. Again, with us, there's Christy, there's Rebecca, Marla, her husband Chaz, and myself. So hopefully I won't have to keep running my mouth on here too long. We have a question. What equipment do we have? Who is using what? And can we explain how to use that? Yes, Kathy, we went through that. We explained that we had a grid. We actually have 2 of them that we're using, and we explained that that is to see, to see shadows or anything that might block out that light and pass by. We also have a REM pod, which measures energy that may come close to it. We have a Boo Bear that also, if anything touches it in different areas, it will say different phrases. And we explained that we are all using, well, some of us are using, voice recorders, where we can actually try to pick up EVPs, electronic voice phenomena that you can't hear with your ear, as well as disembodied voices, which are those things you can hear with your ear. Good questions. And anybody out there, if you want to know how to use anything we're talking about, or you want to know more information about that, please leave us a comment, and any of our team will be glad to get back with you. The Boo Bear just said a statement that is very true. It said it is very hot in here, and we all agree, don't we, guys?
Yes, we do.
It is quite warm for a chilly Kentucky night. Looks like we're down to a minute, so if it's running on the time that my phone and computer shows, we should be starting any time. The REM pod is going off again, and that usually means that there's something close to it. We are not asking questions yet to get it to interact with us because we're waiting on Command Central, but once we get started, we will. Hello, everybody that's watching. I'm not sure who all is with us. I do want to say again, I apologize ahead of time if the internet cuts out. It is very, very weak here in Cynthiana. Thank you, BJ. You too. The Boo Bear's asking us if we want to be his friend. Do we want to be his friend, guys?
Yes, we do.
I think some of us do, and some of us are undecided. Okay, so guys, it looks like we're going to be starting the invocation. So I'm going to hush, believe it or not, and turn this up.
And I have started my recorder.
Background noise. There is a play going on. There are people that may come in this room. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I'm talking to my recorder. And as I was saying about the internet, it just cut out. So we're waiting for it to come back up.
Do you want to play? You guys want to play with Boo Bear?
Yes, we do. We want to play.
Take it away, Scotty.
Here we go.
Tell Scotty he's on.
It's on the camera so we can't hear them. Let's go. Magic of editing.
Hello. Hi. Hey, you're ready? We're ready. We're waiting for you for the invocation. Okay. That's fine. We'll do it right now. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Here we go, guys.
You guys are so good. We're lucky you're in the real Grand Center. Okay. Of course, it would help if I wasn't this on.
All together this evening and to be one. We pray that you turn the microphone down in the other room. Turn that down. We pray that we're all here and we're all one and we're all here for the same reasons this evening. As Spirit comes to us, let us be here to prove Spirit's true intent in the world and tell their stories and help these sites. Pray that all the investigators and all of us be together as one and nothing, no harm comes to us. We are here in the highest and best good for all of us. In your name, we pray. Thank you. Frank, Betsy. And all of us be together as one. As we go.
Okay, guys, I'm going to turn this down. Bear with me. Okay, we got to leave my Command Central up, but we're going to get started with our EVP session. Okay, so our Command Central gave us 3 questions that we're going to ask first before we open the floor for other questions to be asked. Is okay? Okay. Alrighty, so bear with me. Yes. Thank you. We're closing the door, guys. Give us just a minute. These 3, there's going to be 2 sessions tonight. One starts from about 10 to 10:45, and we'll take a break, and then the other one's 11 to 11:45, and then the National Ghost Hunt part is done. If we're getting interaction, we may stay later. You're welcome to stay with us if we do stay later. Okay. Everybody ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. We sure will, Alan. Thank you. We'll be talking to them in just 1 second. So what we're going to do, for those who don't know, there are 3 questions. We're going to ask those 3 questions. We're going to give a minute or 2, okay? And then we're going to start opening for any other questions that we might have to see if we can hear things, okay? Okay, the first question we have, what do we look like to you? Is anybody running a recorder?
I am.
Yes.
Thank you. Mine, I was going to run it, but I'm on this. How do you experience time? And the third question, how can we improve contact? The Boo Bear just went off, and I have no idea what it said because it's on the other side of the room, but it did just go off. So now, guys, we're going to open it up to other questions. I'm going to kind of walk around the room for a minute and see if I can get closer to the Boo Bear as well, and just kind of, I'm going to kind of show y'all what's going on. Okay. If that's someone that is interacting with that they already stopped.
Boo Bear's laughing because it's getting bigger.
This is the REM pod, right here on the table. This was going off a minute ago, and you have to get really close to it to make it go off. And if we get some interaction on that, then we'll keep it up. Edsel, we are at Rohs Opera House in Cynthiana, Kentucky. Rohs Opera House, Cynthiana, Kentucky.
Pronounced Ross.
Ross. And this? Marla?
This is a pendulum that we're going to do an experiment on tonight.
And I just moved it. Usually, can you get it to stop? Sorry.
Usually we'll ask it to show us the yes, and it may go around in circles, like that. Or the yes could be side to side.
So the only way it'll move it is somebody touches the table to move it, or actually touches the pendulum, or something does.
Right.
Yes, it's an awesome place. And this is...
Which way will the pendulum go if the answer is no?
It'll go the opposite. Well, when we start the session, I'll explain it a little better. Thank you.
Okay, I thought you were trying to get it to answer. I'm sorry. Okay. This is the Boo Bear we keep talking about. Hard to see him a little bit. Can you back that way a little bit, Marla? There, no, the other way. The other way. There he is. No, can I see him? See that? Or can you come behind me? There you go. So you can shine a light on him. There he is. So Marla, tell us what'll happen now.
The Boo Bear has sensors all over him, and
Could you please say it again?
for example, it's hearing me talk, so it's asking me to please say it again. If a spirit touches it in the belly, it will say something like, "Ooh, that tickles." Or if a spirit grabs one of its hands, it'll say, "I like to hold your hand too." So there's sensors all over, and we'll just see what kind of answers we get from the bear tonight.
Awesome. And then up on the wall, again, that is just a grid that we have over in the corner. If anything walks in front of that, it will block out some of those lights up there. So if you see that during the night, let us know. Okay. I'm going to come over here and sit down, and we're just going to ask some questions and kind of see kind of responses that we get. I'm going to sit closer to the actual things that are set up. Okay. Did somebody beep? Oh, that's fine. You can use my recorder too if you need to. Okay. Are there any children here with us tonight? No one is near Boo Bear. I asked if there were children. If that is a child that's playing with Boo Bear, can you do it again? We also have the REM pod going off. Okay, can you back away from it now? Thank you. If that was someone that's with us, can you do that again? Make it light up for us?
Can you touch the REM pod again? It's that little round device that's in the middle of that table.
The Boo Bear went off again too, so I want to see if we can, between the two of...
We may have a child going back and forth.
Yes, guys, there is a question. What part of the building are we in? We are in a part of the building that is considered the second floor. They call this Aeolian Hall. It's where they used to do plays and such back in the old days. We are set up here right now. They are actually having a play in the auditorium part, and we will go down there next session. We're just giving them time to finish up. So, Alan, you are right. And the Boo Bear just said, is it getting warm in here? And if it is something interacting, it could be. It is getting warmer. We did have a fan going earlier, and we turned it off. Christy, are you running Facebook Live? Uh-huh. Are you charged enough to do so? Can you do it too? And can you do the REM pod, and I'll do the bear? And like, if we'll just, hush and do each other if one of them's going off. You know what I mean? Yeah. Do you mind doing that? Okay, we're going to do another Facebook Live as well and going to kind of interact. Yes, Alan, that is true. Even in the wintertime, I believe that's true. We had someone watching say it's always warm in here. So I'm going to focus on the Boo Bear for a minute. Teammate is going to go live. She's going to be on the REM pod, and we're going to see... Boo Bear is just giggling. If something is playing with Boo Bear, can you do it again? Sorry, that's my teammate closing the door and walking. If something is playing with Boo Bear, can you tickle him again? Are you on your Facebook page? Go to the Bluegrass Ghost Chasers page. Not our... My favorite color is green. Boo Bear just asked what my favorite color was. What is it, Chaz?
Chaz just saw a shadow walk across this way.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Was it a little one or... One of the people that are here with us, Mr. Chaz, he just saw a shadow, adult size, walk from one side of the room to the other. Was it on our side over here, Chaz? Yes, it was right here. So I'm going to focus on the grid for a minute beside Boo Bear. You sure it's not where it's the light coming through the window? You know what I mean? That light that's shining? But I mean, is it a bird type of shadow? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, for it to be somebody walking. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay, I'm on the REM pod.
You are?
Yeah.
You live through the Bluegrass Ghost Chaser page? Or through your own? Well, I guess I'm the only one that can be since I'm on there, right? The Boo Bear just heard I was talking. Yes, Alan, I know where you're talking about. I agree. We may do that one instead of downstairs. That was somebody's head. Someone was taking a picture with a flash, and if you saw that, that was the head of the person that was sitting there. Thank you, Regine Dunn. We love it here. Okay. So the bear just said that he likes holding hands. So if someone is here with us and they were trying to hold Boo Bear's hand, can you do that again for us? Did somebody stomp? Yeah. Okay. That's one thing when you're ghost hunting. If you move and you make a sound, if you whisper, if you have to burp or your belly growls, you always say that you did that, because on a recorder it does sound like a real growl. We want to make sure that we don't call it paranormal when it's not. Boo Bear's playing. Mm-hmm. If anybody's here with us, can you knock like this? REM pod is going off. What is that? REM pod? It's not lighting up though, is it? If something is touching that, can you back away from it, please? Don't know.
I just heard a pop a few seconds ago in the corner over here.
You heard a what?
Pop.
Really?
Yes.
You think it's where I'm moving? It wouldn't affect it that far, would it?
No, it's like in that corner.
One of our teammates heard a popping noise over in this corner. Wow, hello Debbie from Australia. Glad that you're watching. We have our REM pod going off. Now it stopped. Thank you if that's something that is trying to interact with us. Can you move closer to that and make it light up? Is the noise, what is the noise versus the lights, Marla?
It's touching on one side. If it would go around, like that, see? And just to let you know that there's something there.
Oh, you know what? Could our phones be messing with it?
No, there's something right there.
Oh, look.
Light, see?
It did light up. Thank you.
Thank you.
If there's some kids in here with us, we would love for you to do that again. Wow.
It's on the red side. Can you swipe your hand around the little round container on the table? See, let me show you. Go around it like this.
That's right now our teammate doing that. She's trying to get them to do it. Can you make it light up some more colors? Go ahead and warm it up and we'll try it here in a minute. Right now Marla is giving energy to the pendulum, because in a minute we're going to try to use it to see if we can get some reactions from it.
We do also have it on a stand.
Right, so that our hands won't move it. Exactly. Regine, you're welcome to come hunt this place anytime. You're welcome to come with us or by yourself. Alan, I agree with you. We've heard the same stories. Edsel, the kids, I'm not sure of the ages. I know they're supposed to be under 10.
There's one little boy that's 8 years old. I didn't check formally.
My teammate says that there is one boy that's supposed to be 8 years old. There's supposed to be a grumpy man, and that man is supposed to be grumpy from what we hear, because that he was killed and evidently nobody cared enough to investigate and cared enough about him to even worry about it. At least that's the story that we've been given. Alan says around 5 or 6 years old, so that may be the other one as well. Thank you, Alan. Okay, so Marla gave the pendulum That's what this is a pendulum hanging here on a stand. Again, it's hanging on the stand so that you can tell that we're not touching it, moving it, or anything. So I'm going to let Marla go ahead with this session. And Marla, be careful not to touch the table, because if Marla touches the table, it'll make it move. I did it earlier. Okay. Go ahead, Marla.
Okay, if there's a spirit in here, could you please touch this pendulum and show me a yes? Starting to get a little movement.
I see that. I wish I could zoom in. I can't.
It looks like a yes is going to be back and forth.
Okay.
Can you show me a no? It's starting to go a little bit around the circle. So no will be in a circle and a yes will be back and forth.
Okay. Thank you, Alan. Yeah, we some of the background I have is from them. Thank you. Huh? No, Alan, he's telling us how to get information from Roger and them.
Okay. Okay, if there's a spirit in here, could you move that pendulum a little bit stronger so that the folks on the other side of the screen can see? So if this is a
It's
child,
moving, guys, a little bit.
can you move it back and forth for a yes?
And the Boo Bear's going off.
It's kind of going in a circle, but it's very slight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see that.
It's hard to, and now my camera won't let me zoom in, but.
If you are an adult, can you show me a yes? Starting to go back and forth.
Okay.
Do we bother you being here? Show me a yes. Going a little bit in a circle, but it's very slight. We mean you no harm, we're just curious, just like you're curious about us. So we're hoping you will answer our questions tonight. Are you a male? Show us a yes. Kind of a little bit in a circle. So it's got to be a female. If you're a female, show us a yes. Can you make it swing a little bit more so that I can see, please? Back and forth. I'm not sure if we're making great success with this, so we'll try it again a little later.
Sounds good. Thank you, Marla. Awesome, Regine. That is really neat. Yeah, there are supposed to be children here. Awesome. One of the watchers had a picture where a child showed up. That's pretty cool. Is this turned down, or is it the REM pod?
The REM pod's not making any noise, so there's nothing around it at this point.
Okay, Marla. I was asking questions with the bear, but it didn't respond to me too much. Can you ask the questions? Maybe it'll respond to you. Thank you for the suggestions, guys.
If there's a child in here, can you please try to pick up that bear? Lift it off the table. Can you try to pick it up for me? Can you push the bear's head down? Make the bear's head move for me, please.
Thank you, Edsel. You have a good night.
Thank you.
REM pod's going off again.
Can you back away from the REM pod, please? Thank you.
Good suggestion, Debbie. Audio recorder. We need to run one close to the Boo Bear.
I do have one.
Oh, yes. Good question. Yes, there is an audio recorder running next to Boo Bear. So if anything says anything near there, it should pick it up. Thanks, Kathy. And we'll ask those questions as well, Kathy, in just a second. CD. Keep going. Oh, it only goes that far? Oh, but they may sing after. You don't catch.
Can you sing? Sing for us again. Say your ABCs. Can you touch the bear's hand?
Suggestion from a viewer says put him on the floor, maybe. Not at all, Kathy. Debbie, we'll try that next. Another viewer says maybe if we sing with it. And guys, if we're putting it on the floor because the viewer said so. If you guys want to come, can you see it? You probably can't see him over there, can you? Okay. Okay, so one of the viewers wants us to sing to see if maybe we can get some interaction. Alrighty.
Sing the ABC song. Y'all want to help us?
Everybody want to sing the ABC song? All right.
Let's start.
Did it say I like that?
But I like that.
Okay.
Okay. A,
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I said my ABCs. Won't you come and play with me? And somebody was in harmony. Good job. Can you touch his tummy? Hi, Kelly. Guys, we're going to keep trying to get some interaction from the tools we're using. But in a minute, we are just going to slow down and kind of sit and listen as well to some questions that we're going to ask that have been suggested and that we normally ask. What time is it? Okay, let's try another nursery rhyme. Well, that's really the ABCs, but let's try. Oh, Regine said it sounded like she heard a child singing on her end. Awesome. Well, we're going to try another one. You want to do that one? You want to do Mary Had a Little Lamb?
We could do one.
Okay. You start. We'll sing.
Okay.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Oh, good job, Marla. That's what I was going to say. On the next one, though, if someone's here with us, we're going to stop at the very last word, and we want you to sing that for us. Here we go again. So everybody stop on the very last word, okay? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a... That was one of our people. Regine said her nephew and her both heard a little girl. Kathy suggests singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Are y'all ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
That's Nick Claire, my boy.
Me too.
Can you run to the REM pod and back to the bear and touch the bear? Touch both of them for us. Can you do that? Make a little running game out of it.
What do you say?
Right.
Can you repeat that? Sorry, guys. Do you have the time, Melanie? Okay.
Can you tell us what your age is by touching the REM pod or the bear? For each year of age you are?
Good question, Kelly. We have not tried a flashlight.
That's one.
Said, do you know my name? Didn't it?
I like to play games.
Oh.
Can you touch the bear again for another year? Like if you're 2 years old, touch the bear again. If you're older than 2. Are you still in here with us? How old are you? I can't tell you my age. I'm too old. How old are you?
Oh. I had no clue. Sorry. Is somebody moving or tapping? Yeah, we actually have someone coming in the door up here in the room. Regine, you heard a child again? Awesome.
I like music. What music do you like?
Oh, it's... For those who are hearing a child's voice, are you sure it's not the bear? It was interrupted, Debbie. I do apologize. Our internet went out on my phone. And I was asking, for those who are hearing a child's voice,